Well, we just hit another milestone, which means that we have to continue the tradition that I usually do and review a Starscream figure, which was the first character I reviewed on the series. Oh, we're gonna take a look at something special. For this, we're gonna take a look at this! For those who don't know, it's my 7th anniversary, and I usually try to review a Starscream. This year, I chose the Transformer Cyberverse Scout Class Starscream, a small line with an interesting gimmick. Starscream is a tyrant of the Decepticons, a commander who thinks above his own worth. Starscream proves difficult, but only in the sense that he could be a pest. Starscream transforms into... What the hell is this? Apparently this line's gimmick is the idea of halfway transformed figures with some gimmick, and it's incredibly dumb. You might say, dude, don't complain, it's a $10 figure. If it's alright, allow me to roast his gear ass. Why? Why do this? I get these are gimmicky toys for kids, but it feels like an excuse to be mediocre. Oh, but what about the Fangirl walk modes? Aren't they the same? Going mid-mode for something silly? Well, sit down, because I'ma teach you something! While some fans like to mess with the idea for even the more collector side of things, the toys still integrate a complete alternate mode. This just stops for a gimmick, leading the alt mode to a sudden halt. Here at Hasbro, we know you like figuring out new alt modes, so now you're stuck with one. See what happens when you meddle with things beyond your control, accidentally giving us ideas? $9.99 please. At the very least, the molded detail looks fair, even though there's a chunk in the back that looks removed. It's better than the warrior figure compact garbage with wings. There's even null rays underneath with supposedly secondary weapons. What's the gimmick anyways? Other than the jet giving birth to a robot. Just pull this back and woo! LB, how much was it? I guess it's fine as a fidget spinner, but the wings are on the peg, so if your hand gets in the way, it could get knocked out of alignment. Actually, one slip of the hand, and the legs could shift, or you can hit the wings in general, and then it can be difficult. It's not the worst gimmick, but I bet you're wondering, what's the advantage of this attack? I sorta like how the wings balance themselves, and I guess you could shift the legs under the wings, but it's just not the same. It's a kid's toy, so I guess I shouldn't be too upset, but unless you like the gimmick, it's just teasing you for a proper jet. Robot mode. In robot mode, surprisingly for the class and gimmick, it doesn't look too bad, though not a complete savior for the toy. Still could have looked worse. Yeah, the torso might look off with the entire nose as the torso and weird chest cylinders, but it actually adds some interesting elements, even if it is inaccurate. Color isn't flashy except for the blue that looks a little cheap, but I do love the red lines, and the Decepticon logo in the up position, I don't know if I should applaud it. Head's molded well, and the paint is good. His emotion is like standing in line for a coffee and hearing an upsetting comment from the guy in the back, but he doesn't want to deal with it, he just wants his coffee. Did someone say, articulation? Ball joint shoulders, ball joint hips, and hinged knees. Posability isn't exciting, nothing at the head, not much in the arms, but the legs should be okay, right? You'd think your expectations wouldn't be set for disappointment by now. Hips have a tab to keep it in place for the... I refuse to call it an alt mode, so taking that out, it still gets in the way. Also, the knees lock only in 2 positions. Don't try and push it. And for a figure standing in both modes, heels are trash. I'm glad he kept the weapon holes in the hands, but why soil a good weapon with this? I did find you can remove the wings and lightly put it in the hands as blades. Don't force it in. This bit of plastic under the ray is too thick, and you could break the hand. Actually, I just found out while recording this, there is a gap right there that actually will fit that piece of plastic right through. And if you move up the nose, leave the hands out, and fold up the legs, oh look! I think I know the perfect reaction.
Starscream, no!
Pretty much! Aggressive shrug, yeah, that sounds right. Though I don't have the Generations Legend Starscream, I can bring this in with the repaints and it looks okay. And look at that! Metallic blue neck? Yeah, nice try. Don't think too highly of yourself. I just want to say, yes, I'm a collector, but I was a kid once, and I just don't know if I would enjoy this figure. I'll tell you this, I thought it had a fun gimmick as a toy, but even then, it's not good. Definitely not the worst, even for a Cyberverse Scout toy, but it's something that can easily be skipped. If you want something simple if you're bored, then I guess this isn't harmful, just could have been improved. Not even a handsome face like that, actually forget it, worth buying for the face.